Yo, what's good? Browns Nation. Welcome back to the channel where we bleed orange and brown and live for that dog-pound energy. If you're as hyped as I am about the 2025 NFL Draft, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into some juicy news that's got Cleveland buzzing like never before. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns, the number 2 overall pick, and a certain Colorado Buffaloes superstar who could be the key to turning this franchise around. So grab your coffee, your beer, or whatever's fueling you today, and let's talk about why Travis Hunter might just be the Dog Pound's next big hero. All right, Browns fans, let's set the stage. It's April 2025, and the NFL Draft is just days away, April 24th, 26th to be exact, at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Browns are sitting pretty with the number 2 overall pick, and let me tell you, the vibes in Cleveland are electric. After a rough 2024 season, with Deshaun Watson's injuries and Myles Garrett's trade request shaking things up, this draft feels like a make-or-break moment. The question is, do we go quarterback or do we grab a game-changer like Travis Hunter? Drop your thoughts in the comments, dogs. What's the move? The rumor mill is spinning, and one name keeps popping up: Travis Hunter, the Colorado Buffaloes' two-way phenom. This dude is a straight-up unicorn, and the Browns are reportedly all in on him. According to Sports Illustrated, Cleveland's front office, led by GM Andrew Berry, is eyeing Hunter as a potential number 2 pick, and they've been whining and dining him like he's already part of the family. So, let's break down why this kid has the dog pound barking and how he could change the game for Cleveland. If you haven't heard of Travis Hunter yet, where you been, fam? This guy is the real deal, a 6'1", 185-pound Swiss Army knife who's rewriting what it means to be a football player. In 2024, Hunter did the unthinkable. He won the Heisman Trophy, the Chuck Bednarik Award, Best Defensive Player, and the Fred Biletnikoff Award, Top Wide Receiver. Yeah, you heard that right. He's the best at 2 positions. When's the last time you saw someone dominate both sides of the ball like that? Deion Sanders, his coach at Colorado, calls him the surest bet in the draft, and Coach Prime ain't wrong. Let's talk numbers, because Hunter's stats are straight-up video game material. In 2024, he racked up 96 catches for 258 yards and 15 touchdowns as a wide receiver. On defense, as a cornerback, he had 35 tackles, 11 pass breakups, and 4 interceptions. Oh, and in the Buffalo's final game against Oklahoma State, he became the only FBS player in the last 25 years to score 3 offensive touchdowns and grab an interception in the same game. Browns fans, can you imagine this dude lining up against AFC North rivals like Jamar Chase or George Pickens, then flipping to offense and torching their DBs? Tell me, that doesn't get you hyped. Hunter's versatility is what makes him so special. At the NFL Scouting Combine, he told reporters, "I'd like to play both sides of the ball. If they give me the opportunity, I'm going to play both sides." That's the kind of confidence we need in Cleveland, right? A guy who's ready to ball out, no matter where you put him. So, dogs, where do you want Hunter? Locking down receivers as a CB or catching fades as a WR? Hit the comments and let's debate now. Let's get into why Cleveland is so locked in on Travis Hunter. The Browns have been doing their homework, and I mean homework. According to ESPN, Hunter, along with Colorado QB Sheeter Sanders and Penn State's Abdul Carter, had dinner with Browns brass, including owner Jimmy Haslam, GM Andrew Berry, and coach Kevin Stefanski, before a top 30 visit in March 2025. Then, at Colorado's Pro Day on April 4th, the Browns sent a huge contingent to Boulder, with Berry watching Hunter's every move like a hawk. If that's not a sign they're in love, I don't know what is, but why Hunter over a quarterback like Sheeter Sanders or Miami's Cam Ward? Here's the deal. The Browns' QB situation is messy. Deshaun Watson's Achilles injury sidelined him for most of 2024, and while Cleveland signed Joe Flacco in free agency, they're not sold on him as the long-term answer. Meanwhile, Hunter's a low-risk, high-reward pick. He can step in day one and make an impact, whether it's shutting down top receivers or giving Baker Mayfield nightmares in the red zone. Plus, with Myles Garrett reportedly wanting out, the Browns need a new face of the franchise. Hunter could be that guy. What do you think, dogs? QB or Hunter? Let's hear it now. Let's talk about the draft landscape, because the Tennessee Titans at number 1 are shaking things up. According to DraftKings, Miami QB Cam Ward is the runaway favorite to go first overall, with odds of 10,000. The Titans need a QB after Will Levis up and down 2024 and Ward's mobility and experience, nearly double the starts of Shedeur Sanders, make him the safer bet. Tennessee's been doing their due diligence, meeting with Ward, Sanders, and Hunter, but all signs point to Ward being their guy. Here's where it gets juicy for Cleveland. If the Titans take Ward, the Browns are in the driver's seat at number 2. They could pick between Hunter, Sanders, or even Penn State's Abdul Carter, a pass rusher who's climbing draft boards. But the buzz around Hunter is deafening. Mel Kiper Jr. has him as the number 1 player on his big board, calling him a generational talent who could focus on WR but still play CB in a pinch. Browns fans, imagine Hunter teaming up with Denzel, Ward on defense or stretching the field for Amari Cooper on offense. That's the kind of flexibility that wins games in the AFC North. Who's ready to see Hunter in Cleveland? Drop-o in the comments, okay. Let's not sleep on Shedeur Sanders, because the Browns are also high on him. This dude's a baller, and Cleveland's been scouting him hard. At Colorado's Pro Day, Sanders completed 62 of 67 passes, showing off his deep ball accuracy, though some scouts noted his arm strength isn't elite. In 2024, he threw for 4,034 yards and 37 touchdowns, earning the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. Coach Stefanski even praised Sanders' off-field smarts, saying, "He sees the game really, really well." The Browns hosted Sanders for a visit, and Deion Sanders hinted one of his players, likely Hunter or Shedeur, is going to be there at number 2. But here's the catch. Some draft analysts, like Booger McFarland, left Sanders out of their top 10. Mocks, and there's talk he could slide if the teams prioritize Ward or Hunter. Browns fans, this is where you come in. Would you rather see Sanders slinging it as our QB or Hunter making plays all over the field? Hit the comments, and let's get this debate poppin'. Let's be real. The Browns need a spark, and Travis Hunter is a walking highlight reel. This guy's got the swagger, the work ethic, and the versatility to be a Cleveland legend. He's been training with Cam Ward, trading friendly trash talk, and even started a YouTube series called Road to the Draft that's already got over 200,000 views. That's the kind of star power we need in the 216 Hunters. Also got that underdog mentality that resonates with Cleveland. Growing up in Georgia, he was a 5-star recruit who chose Jackson State to play for Deion Sanders over bigger programs. He followed Coach Prime to Colorado and turned the Buffaloes into must-watch TV. Now, he's ready to bring that same energy to the NFL. Browns fans, we've been through the ringer, bad seasons, QB carousel, you name it. Hunter feels like the kind of player who could rally the dog pound and make First Energy Stadium rock again. Who's ready to chant Travis Hunter on Sundays? Okay, hear me out. Browns Nation, this is where it gets wild. Some fans on X are floating a dream trade where the Browns draft Hunter at number 2, then trade up to number 9 with the Saints to grab Sanders too. Imagine it, Hunter locking down one side of the field and catching TDs, with Sanders dropping dimes. As our franchise QB, it's a long shot, but posts like NFL Notifies are getting Browns fans hyped for the possibility. Would you trade picks 33, 67, and a 2026 first to make it happen? Let me know in the comments, dogs. Realistically, though, the Browns probably pick one or the other. Hunter's the safer bet because he can contribute right away, while Sanders Might need time to adjust to the NFL. Either way, Cleveland's walking away with a cornerstone player. The last time we had a draft pick this high, we got Myles Garrett, and look how that turned out, trade rumors aside. This is our chance to land another superstar. So Browns fans, what's the call? Hunter, Sanders, or someone else? Drop your mock drafts below. Let's zoom out for a sec. The Browns have more than just the number 2 pick. They've got a deep draft class to work with. Posts on X mention Cleveland following the Houston Texans blueprint, building around a dynamic duo like Hunter and Sanders. With needs at QB, edge rusher, and playmaker, the Browns could use their later picks to address depth while grabbing a star early. Hunter's ability to play multiple roles makes him a perfect fit for a team looking to maximize value. The AFC North is a gauntlet, and Hunter could be the X factor against Burrow, Lamar, and Russell Wilson if he stays with Pittsburgh. Plus, with the draft in Green Bay, you know Browns fans will show up in droves to welcome our new dog. I'm already picturing the tailgates, the barking, and Hunter's name on every jersey in the Mooney lot. Who's planning to make the trip to Lambeau? Let me know, and maybe we'll link up. We can't talk about Hunter without shouting out Coach Prime. Deion Sanders transformed Colorado from a 1-11 team to a 9-win squad in 2024, and he's got Hunter and Shedeur ready for the NFL. At the Pro Day, Deion told NFL teams, nobody like Travis, and he's been hyping both players as the top 2 in the draft. Browns fans, imagine Deion rolling into Cleveland for a game, rocking his shades and hyping up the dog pound. That's the kind of energy we need. Deion's also been vocal about where his players land. He told Skip Bayless that Shedeur's happy with teams like Cleveland, Tennessee, or New York, as long as they believe in him. If the Browns draft Hunter, you know Coach Prime will be in our corner cheering us on. So, dogs, let's show some love for Deion in the comments. What's your favorite Coach Prime moment? All right, Browns Nation, here's the bottom line. Travis Hunter could be the spark we've been waiting for. He's a Heisman winner, a two-way beast, and a kid with the heart to handle Cleveland's spotlight. Whether he's locking down receivers, catching TDs, or doing both, Hunter's got the tools to be a dog-pound legend. The Browns' interest is real, the draft is close, and the hype is through the roof. April 24th can't come soon enough. So, let's get loud, Browns fans. Smash that like button if you're ready for Travis Hunter to rep the orange and brown. Drop a in the comments if you're all in on the Hunter hype train, and tell me your dream draft scenario. Do we take Hunter, Sanders, or pull off a blockbuster? Trade? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our draft coverage. And let's keep the dog pound barking all the way to Green Bay. Until next time, stay loyal, stay loud, and go Browns.